Hey folks, thanks for tuning in today to another conversation between Andrew and myself talking about important real estate topics. Andrew, thanks for hopping on today.
Thanks, Kevin, for having me.
Right on. Now, I know we were just talking about some of our clients are buying and selling a home right now, and obviously that is a confusing thing for a lot of people. What we're seeing right now in today's market is that there's three ways that most clients are doing a purchase and a sale at the same time. The first one is a traditional contingency, which is meaning that we are listing your current home, listing the buyer's current home. So they want to buy a new home, we list their current home, and we get that property under contract. Then we go out and make an offer on another home, which is contingent upon the sale of your existing home. Now, if your existing home falls through, then obviously that contingency will fall through and the deal will fall apart. But that is the traditional method in doing that. It can be a little bit stressful. It does work a lot of the time, but it is tricky. And so it needs to be handled cautiously and with some foresight and planning, but it can be done. Secondly, some folks don't like that uncertainty with a contingency. They just want a sure thing. And there are some institutional cash buyers that will make offers on your property. It's a guaranteed cash offer. With that being said, these cash offers, they come at a price. You are going to be, probably leaving anywhere from 5 to 10% equity of your property on the table for that investor in exchange for the convenience of a cash sale. Some people, that 5 to 10% of the home equity is worth it to not have the uncertainty. Most folks choose to go a different way, but it is an option that we have seen some people choose, especially if their home needs a lot of work and they don't have the money to fix it up. That's where we tend to see that those cash offers make the most sense. Third way is using what's called a buy before you sell program. Our preferred lender, Matt Weber over at Cornerstone Mortgage, he's got a buy before you sell program that allows you, the home seller, to access your home equity prior to actually selling your home. So it's essentially a second loan, accessing the equity in your property so that you can put a down payment on your next home while we sell your current home. Now, obviously, we need to have good expectations about the economic reality of your current home, what those seller proceeds look like, etc., to make sure that we don't end up in a situation where expectations are not being met on either side. So, bottom line here, if you are thinking about selling your house and buying another house in the same market, the contingency, the cash offer, or the buy before you sell program are all options that are viable for you. And it really just comes down to your goals, needs, wants, and motivations.
Now, Kevin, a question for you. On the conventional one, is there a timeline for when your home has to be under contract or it has to be listed? What are some terms on that?
That's a great question. So when we make an offer on a property contingent upon either the accepted offer and then subsequent closing of your current home, or you're already under contract and then the offer is contingent upon the closing, there's two different contingencies that fall into place. The first contingency is that you have a certain period of time. Let's just say we made an offer, your house is listed for sale, but you don't have an offer yet. So we made an offer contingent upon accepted offer and subsequent closing. We specify a certain period of time for us to get your current home under contract. Typically, most sellers in today's market, they're willing to entertain anywhere from 14 to 30 days, somewhere in that range, just depending on the nature of the offer and how long their home has been sitting on the market. And then once we have reached that time frame, if we currently do not have an offer on you as the seller, your current home, then there's two options. We cancel the deal and we just have to walk away, or the seller gives us an extension to continue to try to get that home under contract. Again, we've got to be strategic with our pricing strategy in order to get your property sold in a timely manner and also not be leaving any money on the table. And so again, this is custom for every single buyer that needs to purchase while selling at the same time. And the second portion of that question is that, hey, we already have a contract on your current home and it's got to close by a certain date and we're making an offer contingent. If the contract that's on your current home cancels during that inspection period or for any reason, you have just it's either 3 or 5 days in the contract to give notice to the seller of the property that you're buying with the contingency that your existing sale fell out. And you can either A, cancel the deal, B, ask for an extension, or C, prove that you can purchase the property without the contingent sale completion. And so if you qualify for financing, you have cash, and you can buy it without selling that property, then you can continue with the contract. But that is not the case for most people that are doing a contingency. So that's a little bit more in the weeds and technical on it, but bird's eye view of this whole situation. If you're thinking about making a move and you need to buy and sell at the same time, give me a call or just book a time on my calendar. We can talk shop, figure out what your goals and your game plan are, and that way you have a customized strategy to get the best result for what you're looking for.